How's it going, everyone? Today we will be talking about professional organizations and the different types of certifications in the health and fitness industry. There are many organizations within the field of exercise science, health, fitness, biomechanics that are going to offer up-to-date research and information about the field as a whole. So many health professionals like to join these organizations because they may offer certifications or they may hold events or workshops where groups of professionals within the same field can come together and find out the most recent information about the field and what are the current trends within that field. There are many different types of organizations across kinesiology and exercise science, and I've listed a few below. The American College of Sports Medicine is one that our department really relies on for up-to-date information about exercise science and kinesiology, but there are other associations as well, including International Society of Biomechanics, the American Physical Therapy Organization, Occupational Therapy Organization, which are all great resources for you guys to basically look up and then find out more about the potential field that you want to be a part of. Many organizations are going to offer certifications which show that you have gained knowledge in a specific field. Some of the most common ones in our field are a personal training certification and a group fitness certification. And the great thing about these are that you don't have to have an undergraduate degree in order to get them. And you, as starting health professionals, should try to get your foot in the door as soon as possible. So I think signing up for a personal trainer certification or a group fitness certification are great opportunities for you to get that certification and then potentially be able to start actually working with people in a health and fitness setting. There are a lot of general personal training and group fitness certifications, but there are also specialized populations as well. So if you want to work with people who have, dementia or cancer or pregnancy, there are a lot of those specialized certifications out there. Many jobs are looking for employees that already have current certification, so it's a benefit to maybe take on a personal training or group fitness certification because most health facilities, most fitness facilities, you're going to be training clients or teaching classes, so it's just a good starting base of education to get when you're first entering the field. These courses or workshops can provide valuable information about fitness assessment, about fitness prescription, and just how to be a great trainer or coach overall. And like I alluded to in the last slide, many different populations are going to require a different strategy in order to benefit their health, wellness, and fitness. And so a lot of organized bodies provide some great information on how to work with these special populations. However, I think it is very smart for those entering the health and fitness field and those in exercise science to really weigh the cost and benefits of certifications. And so I've developed a few questions that you should ask yourself before signing up for one. We all know the cost for certifications. You're going to spend money, probably a couple $100s to a few $100s, sometimes even thousands, depending on what certification you're going to get. And then you are going to spend a certain amount of time reading over materials and then passing a final exam at the end of it to get your certification. But before you go signing up for one, you got to ask these major questions. Is this actually going to benefit me? And what you're looking for in a certification is something that makes you sound, separate yourself from everyone else. And so when you go to apply for a job, hopefully it would increase the likelihood of doing that. And now you really have to consider what field or what career path you want to get in. And you have to ask yourself, well, in what ways is this certification actually going to benefit me? You also have to keep in mind that there are thousands of certifications out there. Some are just as easy as signing up, paying $100, and then you get a certificate after taking a quiz. And I would tell you that these certifications are not worth it. So you really have to evaluate how much are you spending and how much are you getting out of it. It would be smart to first really take a deep dive into the organization that is offering the certification. Are they reputable? Is this recognized? Is this going to be something that's actually worthwhile within my field? And then you have to weigh out, okay, I'm going to spend a couple $100, a few $100, maybe $1,000 is it all worth it in the end? Are you actually going to get that value back after you pass? And are you going to get a pay raise? Are you going to actually land the job you want to after getting this certification? So I want to just point out a couple of organizations and a couple of certifications that are, pretty reputable and pretty recognized by most of the health and fitness field. One of the major leaders in our field is ACSM, the American College of Sports Medicine, with, a national chapter and also regional chapters as well. And so they offer certifications, and they also host meetings, both regional and national, that bring researchers together and the latest information on exercise and health and fitness. And so the certifications they offer are personal trainer and group exercise instructor. Remember, you don't need to have any education to get these, you don't need to have any college degree in order to get these certifications. However, they also provide an exercise physiologist certification, which is actually something you'll be getting through the program, a test you'll be actually sitting for. And then they offer certifications for an exercise physiologist in a clinical setting. So again, it's really important to evaluate what career path you want to go down and what certifications may benefit you the most. Next is the National Strength and Conditioning Association. This is the organization I first got my personal training degree in when I was first starting in the field, but they do offer other specialist certifications, including a tactical strength and conditioning facilitator. And I think one of the more prevalent ones that exercise science students look to sign up for and hopefully pass is the Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist. Many of those within the strength and conditioning field use this as the gold standard for certifications. And so, if you want to work in that setting, if you want to maybe work for a sports team or, some just sort of organization that you'll be working with athletes, this is one of the more reputable and one of the more recognized certifications. Again, it's important that before getting into any certification, you know the costs, the minimal level of education, and what is required out of you. And so for CSCS, you are going to actually have to have an undergraduate degree before you get the certification. I believe you could take the exam within your last semester of college, but you need to have that degree in order to become certified. The American Council on Exercise is also another recognized organization, and they also offer certifications in personal training, health coaching, group fitness, and a medical exercise specialist as well. And so these aren't the only ones in exercise and health science. There are a few other reputable organization. AFA comes to mind, National Academy of Sports Medicine. But you have to consider, again, what certifications are actually going to benefit me, and then, what route are you going to take within your career? And you have to see whether or not these certifications, again, are actually worth the pricing. Speaking of warnings, again, I just want you to look out for a few things. One, cheap certifications, you get what you pay for. So if it's, under $200, a lot of times you're really not going to gain any value from it. And chances are that most gyms, fitness facilities, health facilities, clinical settings aren't going to recognize these certifications, so you may not get a lot from it. But speaking of price, sometimes a higher cost certification doesn't necessarily mean you are going to get your money's worth from it. A lot of organizations will offer a certification for a workshop. You come for a couple of days, you pay thousands of dollars, and you leave with a piece of paper. Sure, it's likely that you could pick up some good information, but is that certification actually worth $1,000, $1,500? Is it worth the time and effort to actually get it? And is it actually going to bring you any benefit? Just because a reputable organization offers a certification doesn't mean you need it, and doesn't mean that it's actually worth its value. So you really have to, again, just weigh the costs versus what you're actually getting out of these certifications. I'm also going to tell you guys to be wary of nutrition certifications. First, a lot of the information is already online. And then second, a lot of nutrition topics are heavily debated. So I'm not sure if a lot of these certifications actually hold a lot of value. And you have to be careful because a lot of states require you to either be a registered dietitian or a licensed dietitian, which is going to require you going to graduate school and then passing an exam to get that registered status or that licensed status. And within certain states, you cannot actually prescribe a nutrition plan or give nutritional info without having this license or this registered status. So I want you guys to start researching different certifications and different organized professional bodies within your field and to find out more information. This is going to help you grow and hopefully give you an idea of what you could do in the future as far as this career is concerned. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next video.